I'm Darryl Palmer, voice of the Cougars. I'm here with Northwest Rankin High School boys soccer coach Chris Gardner. Chris, first off, thanks for joining me. Let's talk a little bit about soccer. Of course, if I'm not mistaken, you played soccer at Northwestern. No, you played at Brandon.
Played at Brandon, sure did.
A couple of years ago.
A few years ago, yeah.
Talk to me a little bit, though, about soccer in general before we get into Northwest Rankin, because soccer is a sport that when I grew up wasn't played in the United States hardly at all, probably, that I knew of. It was all baseball, as Little League and stuff like that. But soccer is something that is literally taken the country by storm, and you see rec leagues, but you also see the travel teams. And
Right.
Tell me a little bit about the youth soccer programs and what that's doing and how that's now helping you as a high school coach.
Well, it started probably back when I was in elementary school. The youth leagues formed in Brandon and in Clinton and Vicksburg, and it's kind of grown from there. Out here at the reservoir, it has absolutely taken off. Probably in the early 90s, the youth leagues formed and really got going, and it's kind of like it rivals baseball, I think, at this point in terms of participation, maybe even greater. It benefits us tremendously. We've been very successful and continue to be in large part due to the number, just the sheer volume of kids we have playing soccer out here at the reservoir area, and. Of course, the more they play, the better they get, and the better they get, the more we have to choose from, and it's been a heck of a good deal for us, the growth.
As a coach, my guess is with this, and I'm not a soccer expert, don't pretend to be one, but I would guess because of the youth leagues and especially the select teams, your fundamental teaching in soccer, you still, I'm sure, have to do some, but it's not near about as intensive as it would be without that.
Yeah, it's we get them ready-made almost, especially the kids that are playing the travel ball. They excel technically. They practice so much, and they're prepared. They have good coaching as they grow up. So by the time they get to us, we're essentially just forming teams as opposed to teaching fundamentals. We're so far ahead of the game right now with the way the youth programs are set up. It's been very good for us. Now,
with that, at what age do you get them for high school soccer?
We just do 9 through 12 at
Okay.
Northwest. We don't go into the junior high at all. And of course, a lot of schools do, but like I was saying, we have such a pool to draw from.
Right.
We don't have to. A good year we'll have anywhere from 60 to 80 try out, and we'll keep 33, 34. So.
With that in mind, as a coach and as someone who obviously loves kids, so you wouldn't do what you do because I know you don't do it for the money.
Right.
But as a coach, how hard is it to look at 60 to 80 kids and know that you're going to have to cut over half of those kids that aren't going to make the team?
Oh, it's terrible. It's worst day of my year.
Yeah.
Cut day is the worst day of my year. I look back on my experience at Brandon. I made the soccer team, which in turn propelled me not only socially but athletically. But it helped kind of mold who I am, and I know that it's a big decision, and so I'm going to affect these kids' lives. I can't stand cutting kids loose, but at the same time, we only have X number of uniforms, and so we have to do it. It's unfortunate, but yeah, I do not.
Does it
like
happen
that.
very often that you'll cut a kid as a 9th grader, but as a 10th grader he may make the team?
Oh yeah, happens all the time.
Okay.
Happens all the time.
So tell the kids, don't give up.
Oh, absolutely.
Keep coming back.
Absolutely. We've cut them as freshmen and sophomores and cut them as juniors, and had them play, not just be on the team. Of course, everybody develops a little differently.
Sure.
So there are times when kids come to us as a freshman, they're not very big, not very fast, and a year later they've grown 3 inches and they're heck of a lot faster. So it's no, it happens every year.
If I'm not mistaken, it's a different sport, but if I remember correctly, Michael Jordan was cut as a freshman in high school.
That's what
for
I
his
hear.
basketball
That's what I
team.
hear.
So,
Right.
I guess that's a freshman coach that wonders. Coach, let me ask you, when you look now at Northwest Rankin Soccer, obviously you've got a history of some really, really good programs, good teams that year in, year out. If they don't win a state championship, they're contending for state championships. They're always in the talk.
Right.
How much is the competition when you look, especially at 6A and our region 2-6A, when you've got Clinton, Madison Central, you've got some tough teams that you play year in, year out?
Yeah, we've had a lot of success, and of course, in large part due to the number of kids. But we've been in 5 finals, we've won 3, and we've been in 12 semifinals in the last 19 years. So we've played all the way to basically the last week, 12 of the last 18 seasons, excuse me. Our division is actually, soccer divides up like basketball. So it's us, Starkville, Madison, and Callaway this year. So 2 out of 4 make it. But arguably, it's the toughest division in the state. Starkville bumped up to 6A, coming fresh off a 5A state title. So they roll in with us and Madison, who are perennially
Right.
top teams in 6A. So I'd say arguably it's the SEC West of boys soccer. But we play a tremendous schedule. Each year we challenge the kids. We will play Clinton, we will play Warren, we'll play Brandon, Pearl, Tupelo, Ocean Springs. So when it comes time for district play, we are prepared. But 6A soccer is extremely competitive, in particular in the North. And year in and year out, it's a tremendous challenge just to make the playoffs.
Well, it's always good. It's always exciting to watch. So we look forward to, I think, airing a few of the games this year on our Wi-Fi Sports. So we're excited about that. Coach Gardner, thanks for spending some time with me. Good luck
you.
with soccer this year.
Thank you.
That's Coach Chris Gardner, head soccer coach, boys soccer coach here at Northwest Rankin High School.